I was having a nice ass Saturday, minding my business for once. And then I come across another weird thing going on. Have any of y'all wanted lip filler before? I'm gonna be honest, I thought about it one time. I don't think I need lip filler because, I got some lips on me. Anyways, hi everyone, it's Isabella here and welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we have a very good video coming to you. All of a sudden, I see this TikToker pop up on my For You page talking about how she is an injector for, injectables, lip filler, all that kind of goods. And she started talking about unlicensed, uneducated injectors in Texas. And I was like, oh my God, where we have people who are essentially scamming you and doing very problematic things. And y'all know I'm absolutely sick and tired of people doing very sketchy things when it comes to your health. And when we're injecting unknown things and using pens and cross-contamination, all of that happening. And per usual, are we surprised? Having courses on how to do this. We're going to be exposing and talking about the scammy, sketchy filler world of unlicensed individuals selling you a bunch of shit. Before you hop in, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell button down below. My second channel where I do reactions and my podcast, which is so fun, is linked in the description below, along with my Instagram if you want to hang out with me more. And yeah, let's get into it. I'm not even kidding. I got up out of bed for this, y'all. I was laying in bed and then I see this video that is by the girl Ryan. So the girl Ryan, she is an injector, RN, and founder of Medical Wellness Spa. So by the way, I am going to put up all her information right here because we love people who are properly educated and trained that are injectors. So I will have all of her information linked in the description below. And I'm so happy she has brought this to my attention, just putting this on my For You page. But this video has over 200,000 views from where I'm clicking on it. And the caption is showing lip filler bandit in Texas. Please share this video, get the word out. Hi girl, I am getting the word out for you as much as physically possible because we need to expose this shit. Let's watch her video and let's see what we're dealing with today.
I really need you guys to help me with this video. I've been trying to post this video in so many different formats, but TikTok won't let it stay up. I don't think I've ever been this stressed in my career in the 3 years that I've had my business before. Like today has been definitely one of the most difficult days, and it's all because of another person's malpractice. And I can't even use the word malpractice because that implies that the person should be practicing in the first place. This person should not be practicing. She shouldn't be touching anybody's face, but here we are. So about 3 days ago, this girl reached out to me saying she had gone to Houston to see somebody to get her lips filled, yada, yada, yada. She came back. Her lips started to swell up a little bit. She reached out to the person. The person told her this is perfectly normal, which in fact it is. It is perfectly normal. It's going to go down after some time, but she said her lips progressively kept getting bigger and bigger. So she reached out to me on TikTok. I told her to go ahead and book a consultation and we can do it virtually. She doesn't have to come into the spa. So she booked a consultation. We did the virtual consultation. I saw her face and immediately I was like concerned, right? So I was like, how soon can you come in? Come in as soon as you can. Now, of course, I asked her, do you have any allergies, anything like that? Have you ever gotten lip filler before? She said yes, and this never happened, but it had been 3 years since she last got lip filler and then she went and got it this time in Houston. So she comes into the spa today and her lips are way worse than they were when we were on the virtual call yesterday. Like somehow they are 3 times worse than they were yesterday. And I'm looking at her like, girl, I shouldn't be touching your lips. I feel like you need to go to the hospital. And she's like, she doesn't want to go to the hospital. She doesn't have insurance. Like it hurts. She just feels like she needs to get it.
Okay, hi. I'm going to actually pause this real quickly because I want to give some resources and also just comments on this so far as I'm watching. So we are discussing someone who has absolutely no education that is giving filler, which we are going to go into the process and exactly who this person is talking about. Because if TikTok is preventing her from showing this page, I don't give a rat's ass. So real quickly, I do want to make a couple statements that I have learned that is really beneficial. So if you are someone who does not have insurance, I want to say, and this is something that I learned, there are many things that are available for people to assist you when it comes to paying off medical debt. I was digging into it and there are many hospitals who have like a donation fund. This is just what I learned from experiences that I was researching for others. Check with your hospital, but they have donation funds. So you could be qualified essentially for receiving those donations. So you know how a bunch of rich people will donate to hospitals and shit like that? That's kind of what I'm talking about. So you can get and receive assistance with your medical debt depending on your tax bracket. So just keep that kind of stuff in mind. Again, double check, always get an itemized receipt, look into all financial resources, and if you qualify, take it. Do not feel like you're a bad person or you're milking out the system. Our healthcare system is in the US, okay? If you qualify for it, use it. End of story. I will say that for literally anything. I just have to throw that out there, but this is like, I can't even imagine my lips being swollen. Poor girl. Anyway, sorry, let's keep going.
The fact that it is continuing to swell up means that the lip filler is definitely somewhere that it shouldn't be, and so you need to go to the hospital. Prior to heading to work this morning, I made a video about all of these illegal injectors that are out here. I was actually referring to this particular girl who is in Houston, who is a lash tech in Houston, who decided at some point last year to start doing lip filler. This is her client. And the reason why she stuck to my mind is because this is the third person I have seen in the last 10 months who has seen this girl. No one has been as severe as the client that I saw today, but 3 people have seen this girl and have come to me, and we've had to get their lips dissolved and redone. With the first client, we were unable to get her lips to be dissolved, which means whatever was injected in her lips was not hyaluronic acid. That is why the hyaluronidase, the enzyme that is supposed to dissolve the lip filler, was not able to work. So she had to end up going to the hospital. I tried to follow up with her. She never followed through with me, so I don't really know what happened in that first case. In the second case, her lips did get dissolved. However, I wasn't really quite paying attention to the name that they were saying because they both said the same thing, mink or minky or so mink. But they kept using the words injectors. She is an injector. She is a black injector based in Houston. So in my mind, she is an injector. I'm not thinking it's somebody, some girl, you know? But yesterday when I was on the Zoom call with this third client, I was like, who did this to you? Like, who is the person? And she actually said the name again. And I'm like, why does that name sound familiar? And then she sends me this girl's page. And that's when I find out the reason why all these people have been having these problems is because this person is not an injector. This person is a lash tech who is getting supplies off of Amazon and injecting people's faces. Now, I have tried to post a video showing her pages. I did the green screen thing, and TikTok said it was violating community guidelines.
It's not going to violate on this channel.
And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to tell people to stay away from this girl. In one of her posts, and I'm going to attach the image here, she actually says, as a response to someone who asked the question, how can you do this legally in your state? She says, you don't need any license to do this in the state of Texas. That is categorically false. That is actually so untrue. It is mind-numbing. Anyways, today was the very first time in the 3 years that I have owned and operated Misa Medical and Wellness Spa that I've had to call for emergency services to take someone from the spa to the emergency room because I feel like they have gotten to the point where this is an emergency. I will continue to keep up with my patient because at this point, she is now my patient. She is now my client. I will continue to keep up with her and make sure she's doing good. But so Mink, I want you to know that you need to stop doing what you're doing. I have gone ahead to report you to the state. This is unbelievable. And the fact that I reached out to you and you blocked me is even crazier. Stop what you're doing. You're costing people a lot of money. You're putting people in danger and you don't even care. You just want to go about making money. You should not be injecting anybody's faces.
Thank you so much to Ryan for making a video like this. I appreciate you. And again, this is actually something I have seen previously on TikTok where I was like, what are people doing? And I didn't clock it to be, a red flag. Oh, this is not normal. I would see it and I'm like, oh, okay. But I didn't think anything of it. I wasn't really well-versed in the injector world. And again, I love when I learn from you guys. So if you guys have had experiences with getting injections, or if you are someone who is an injector yourself, I love all the comments and perspectives. So share it below because it's really good for educational purposes for real people to share it and scroll through the comments and see. And also I love learning from y'all. We learn together here. As I saw the screenshot and I saw the username was So Mink, I went into the comment section and there was a comment that said, what So Mink is doing is so dangerous. Her Instagram is @So Mink with 2 eyes. It says, this is actually so wild. Between this and Veneer Text, this week has been in shambles. It has been quite a week. I completely agree with you on that. And additionally, Ryan also in the comment section further shared this actual screenshot, and she was trying to say that this is a similar look that her patient had the other day. This is what her reaction was looking like after going to this alleged and fake injector. Y'all remember Kris Jenner from that one episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians? I only know that because it was a meme. So I found the TikTok account is private. And I was like, bet. All right. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Let me go on to Instagram. Let me scoop my ass over there. And what do you know? That is lucky for me. So we're going to dive into this. This is So Mink, Houston's #1 lip filler. That is a bold statement. That's like me calling myself Kansas's #1 YouTuber. That's such a crock of shit. Like what? #1 lip filler. In what ranking system? The worst on Yelp? As we scroll through, Houston, Texas lip filler supplier. Not in 4K. Not on Meta. Did you acknowledge that you are a supplier for things that you shouldn't be a supplier for? One-on-one group and refresher trainings linked below. Online courses now live. Lip enhancer under medical direction. Really? Where are your credentials? Where are your credentials? I'm scrolling through. I don't see a damn thing. If you have credentials, why would you be selling supplies like this to just anybody? So let's look at some of the top right here. And this already is screaming red flag to me because right here, Hyaluron Pen, a tour you don't want to miss. It's a $995, a $200 deposit, non-refundable. We're going on tour again. So this is a place that they're going on tour again to teach people how to do this. So hyaluronic pen, scrolling through the results, a little alarmed. And pause. What the fuck is that in the back? And why is a phone sitting there? That doesn't look, I'm just saying, I want a professional sterile area that I'm going to go into to get injections if I'm going to do that. Let's quickly scroll through. She's doing a tour, but I want to scroll through the work that she's been doing. Here's a video that we can see so far. She's using a pen to mark out things. I don't know why she's doing that. And then she's at, oh, that's kind of scary. She's using an actual needle. Are you actually registered or not? My thing is, again, why would you be teaching? And this is why I personally don't believe that she's actually like good to go at all. But why would you be teaching people stuff like this and teaching unlicensed, unregistered, uneducated anyone? And if you're under medical supervision or training, what the are you doing teaching other people? Okay, like, you know, looking pretty cute. Good for you. This is probably like the second that it's done though. And she talks and tries to spread education awareness on lip filler, but I'm like, this is bad. Again, showing this right here and how she's doing this. I would really like to say if I'm showing some video, does this look right to you if you are an injector, by the way? Please comment down below. This is looking a little scary in my opinion. Now here's a video that shows the classes that she's doing. This is the lip filler classes. So she's teaching people, which freaks me out. Caption says, are you ready to up the score? Microneedle is like the new girl in town. Let's not get left behind. We are leveling up every time. Let's lock in now. We use different microneedles over here, not just one. Book your appointment or training with us today at So Mink. 3 training options. Hyaluronic pen one-on-one training is $1,350. Group training is $995. Online course is $350, so you can learn this online. Wonderful. I have so much faith in getting these done now that you did it online. Microneedling one-on-one, $1,750. And then Hyaluron pen training dates, April 13th in New Orleans, May 18th, Washington, D.C., June 1st, New York City. Another one says, you were struggling with perfecting the Cupid's bow until you found this online course. I feel like if you would actually go to, like get education for this in the right way, you wouldn't need to go to a random online course. This is totally freaking me out. So this is this is the hyaluronic acid pen. Online courses designed for beginners and current hyaluronic pen techs. Oh my God, hyaluronic pen techs. You know what? Actually, y'all, I am starting up a side hustle. Y'all wanna know what it is? Bella's my business name is gonna be called BBL, Build Better Lips. Building better lips. So what I'm going to do, y'all, is I'm going to sell you a course for $3,000 and your firstborn. I'm also going to be doing lip injections. I'm going to be doing fat injections. I'm going to be doing veneers. Also going to be doing lashes. You're going to want a 4 for 4 of them for $4,000. I think that would sell. You know what I mean? You also have to deposit $3,900 out of the $4,000 original charge, which will be going to your original appointment, non-refundable deposit. And if you are late by -2 minutes, then sorry, you're shut out of luck. More than 2 hours of video lessons. Our online course not only gives you the necessary knowledge and skills, but the confidence you need to succeed in the profession. 2 hours of video lessons. Y'all, we have upgraded. We went from yesterday's video of 2 days to teach veneers. We have 2 hours of content. We have hit a new high, y'all. Wow, I'm impressed. This is quality right here. 33 lessons and 14 videos. Receive an e-certificate of completion. If this is, I swear to God, it's going to be a Word document that gets faxed to me. Step-by-step process and much more. Filler and supplies from @SoMink. The fact that we have one injector who has had not one, not two, 3 clients come in and have had severe reactions is a problem. Oh, fuck. One-on-one microneedling training. We'll learn and cover. Wow. I'm so sorry. That's a big word for Elmo. I suddenly turned stupid for a second. Hold on. One moment, please. Contraindications? Contraindications. I got it. Don't worry. Contraindications, safety and sanitation. Blood-borne pathogen. We're learning about that or we're getting it? I don't know. I'm a little nervous with the supplier right now. Proper before and after care. Standalone technique with just microneedles. Combo technique with microneedles and hyaluron pen. I thought it would be like hyaluronic acid pen, but whatever. Who would I know? I'm not the lip filler tech, you know? Branding and marketing tips, live model, and there's more. What's included? Exclusive lip starter kit, certificate of completion, training manual, vendors list, lifetime mentorship and hands-on practice with live model. $200 non-refundable fee, $17.50 for the total price. If we're booking an appointment, what's it going to look like? How much is it going to cost? I cannot wait. Thank you for your interest in booking with me. Please review the text below before booking your appointment. By booking an appointment with SoMink, you're agreeing to these terms. All services require... You know what? Let's take a break. I am so sorry, y'all. I am not usually this bad at speaking. I do it so often. You'd think I'd be a little better. All services require $40 non-refundable deposit. The deposit is deducted from the total price. Remaining balance is due in cash only. There is an additional $1.50 booking tax fee that does not go towards the service. All classes and training deposits are non-refundable and or non-transferable. For classes and trainings, there is an additional $5 to $7 booking tax fee that does not go towards the remaining balance. 0.5 ml, very subtle, 30 minutes at $290. 2 mil, mega plump, $490, and touch-ups 1 hour, $280. So one thing I've learned from some of my friends who have gotten injections before and other individuals, you need to have someone who knows what the hell they're doing. Injections, you don't want to look goofy. You want it to be a good natural transition. And so when you actually get something like this done, they need to look at your anatomy and figure out what's going to work for you, because while you might see some of the influencers on Instagram getting a very specific look, you might be able to request that look, but if you're trying to go for a good natural look, you're gonna want to go to someone who knows what's up. If you're thin lipping it over here, which we don't judge by the way, but if you are, you might need to like build up to what you want, is what I was learning. Like you can't just immediately do everything all at once sometimes. You gotta slowly build your way up. It needs to be in a sterile environment. Now, injections are pretty expensive, but I think people need to remember that you are paying for a service that is a luxury, and also you are paying for a service that requires some really good technique. So why, like, booking that before even looking at you is such a red flag. They should be able to do a consultation and be around you and be like, okay, this is what I recommend for you. Your injector should be telling you no if something's not gonna work. You do not want an injector that agrees with everything. They are the professional. They are supposed to point out when something is too much, when you're gonna hurt yourself and everything. This does not give that energy at all, and that is terrifying. So that was just the microneedling. The lip fillers that are needle-less. So again, I think this is the hyaluron pen. Yeah, it's the hyaluronic pen. 0.5 ml subtle, 170, 1 mil, very natural, 220, 1.5, that's 310, 2 ml, that is an hour 15, $400. Touch-ups is $155. For returning clients only, must be within 3 weeks of initial appointment. That's a lot of money. Jeez. I don't see one like, hey, here's my credentials, because I don't think that there are any. Okay, so now we need to look at, I want to show y'all. This is where we get the messy stuff. So this is her actual website. Let's go to the homepage, okay? Homepage. Woo, we're starting off strong. These are the supplies that she's selling, and I am so excited to see that. Let's do the lips supplies. This is not looking good. Oh God. Bonetta filler deep, $65. Lido cream for $13. Elasti-G. Elasti-G type can be used on the chin, cheek, and volume area on your face. The product is released into 2 syringes filled. Why are you doing this? It can last up to 6 to 12 months after the application. What in the are you doing selling this shit, girl? What the hell is going on? We have more lidocaine, face mapping pen, pink, a $7 pen. Are you out of your mind? I know the economy is dog shit right now and some things are expensive. A fucking pen for $7? Oh God, here's the hyaluronic pen. $60. You can choose the color. That's nice. You know, I love what I do for a living because I find the most whack shit on the internet and I just get so excited. $199 for the exclusive sale, but it's originally $250. You get alcohol prep pads. You could get those literally anywhere. High shine gloss. From where? Where is that coming from? It better not be AliExpress gloss. Disposable lip wands, 10. Antibacterial wipes, 20. Face masks, 2. Why do you only get 2 face masks? A jade roller. Oh, God. TBZ bikini. Why did I say it like that? Brain rot, brain rot, brain rot. Do you see what TikTok is doing to me right now? I am going dumb from looking at this awful scammy shit. TBZ BK 0.3 and pool 3 pieces. T-tool, random color 1. Small container of arnica gel. Small container of numbing cream. A lip mirror. Bonetta filler, Curad small gauze pads, pink gloves. Hell yeah, we love pink. Pink dental bibs, hyaluronic pen. You get an ointment packet, 3 of them. And I think I've had enough of this. You can train now. There's courses. She has ebooks. She has got it all. She is not the only person that is doing this. I want to make that very clear. And I also want to make clear too, as I say and encourage in my comment section and my rules on my channel, do not go and harass this person. If you see something wrong, I don't think harassing them is the right way. I'm using this as an example of this is insane. Yes, we're going to giggle about this, but in all reality, this is downright dangerous. So this is going back to the conversation of the video that I posted up yesterday about veneer techs. Injections, all of these things should not be treated like a lunch break activity, you know, where you can get it done quickly. It's really not that deep. It's just a breeze. If you have people who do not know what they're doing when it comes to this, you can have many things. Just like the original creator that spoke at the beginning, who's discussing how you can have serious problems and need to go to the emergency room. This is so bad because yes, that is something that can happen. You can get an infection, and it blows my mind how in her training, she talks about trying to prevent things like this. I'm sorry, why is it that we're seeing other injectors apparently then allegedly receiving your clients and having to send them to the ER because they're having bad reactions to that? 3 to hyaluronic acid, and then 1 of them was not able to have it dissolved, so that means it wasn't hyaluronic acid. Something is seriously wrong. Also, if you have no education or licensing at all, that is a red flag and should be reported. So as I have to put out there, if you see somebody like this, don't have the proper licensing, and if you go to their facility and it looks sketchy, and if you ask for their licensing and their information and they don't offer that, that's a problem. If they don't have it on their wall, probably a problem. You need to leave, and you also need to report them. But what if someone gets killed by this? Like, we were talking about this in the veneers video. You can die because you're connected to shit that could just infect your face. Like, and last but not least, I do want to say, if you see people with no education doing tours like that, it's one thing if it's an actual good med spa. It's somebody who has been trained for this, who knows what to do to make sure you're safe. You should not be taking classes like this. And again, I know people so badly want to do nice things for themselves and want to support their fellow business owners. Some businesses should not be supported. Some courses should not be bought because actually a lot of them are simply bullshit. I'm just being real. I always encourage people to do your own research and just be cautious with what you put in your body. There are many other people that I've come across who've been doing the exact same thing. If you are going to experiment, I think you need to be experimenting at your own risk, but awareness of the risk. I don't encourage this, period. Just so we know, I don't encourage this whatsoever. Now, another thing I do want to briefly mention is I quickly looked up the dangers of hyaluron pens because I was just kind of curious if there was any other information that was being shared about this or if there was something to be concerned about. And now I'm actually going to read off a few things that are talking about how this is actually a huge problem if you want to take this on as a DIY project. Hyaluron pens are needle-free devices that use compressed air pressure to push hyaluronic acid through your skin into the deeper tissue to help create the appearance of a fuller, plumper lip. They claim to be modeled after handheld jet injectors that are often used for administering medications like immunizations and insulin. When it comes to traditional lip fillers, a syringe and needle are used to inject the desired area with hyaluronic acid. In the world of derma fillers, there are a host of different materials we use to put under the skin to fill wrinkles and lines and restore volume. On October of 2021, the FDA released an official warning about the needle-free devices, such as the hyaluron pen. The statement strongly advised against using devices like this, and they haven't been properly tested and can lead to side effects like infection, allergic reactions, and more. My concern is the procedure is not controllable, warns Dr. Newman. When doing a procedure like this, you need to have meticulous control over exactly where, what, and how much you are injecting. Because of the nature of the administration illustration with these devices, there is a significant risk of the quote pens not doing what you want them to do. This can actually lead to uneven results and so much worse. With this device, it's like trying to stick a square peg in a round hole, he says. These devices are trying to use a well-established drug delivery system, which has been proven effective for water or oil-based medications and immunizations to push a gel-like substance through skin and mucosa. Not only is this traumatic to the target area, but since everyone's skin is different, you can't control the depth of penetration, the amount administered on or your individual results, he continues. Your control is minimal at best. With this knowledge in mind, it is obvious to understand how problems may arise. And clocking in the problems with the filler supply distributor, it says the non-medical grade hyaluronic acid. While hyaluronic acid is a commonly used material for derma fillers, that doesn't mean that all hyaluronic acid is created equal. This is why another concern over this device is about the type of hyaluronic acid and supplied with the pen. When hyaluronic acid is used in a doctor's office, there's a reasonable expectation that it has been tested, FDA approved, and selected by your doctor to be the best kind of material to be used for the given procedure. But if you're buying a product online, you have absolutely no guarantee what you're getting into. So that was my little educational moment to kind of share y'all why this can be exceptionally dangerous. So to wrap this up, you guys, first of all, again, thank you so much, Ryan. I will have her information and page linked down in the description below if you are located in her area. Because again, we love sharing fellow resources here. I'm in Kansas, I'm far away, otherwise I would come visit you. But you know what? I would like to shout them out nonetheless. Anyways, be very cautious when it comes to getting work like this done. Not everyone that puts tech behind them is actually tech. I literally have to get into a habit now of every time I see someone yapping off something when it comes to medical advice or whatever, I'm always like, okay, are they like a commentary creator or are they actually a medical professional? And the sad thing is I see many people who are promoting themselves as a medical professional, but they're not whatsoever. There's not enough proper disclaimers or anything, which I think is really problematic. So just be super careful. This is really scary. Don't trust everyone to just tamper with your body and your lips. This to me, in my opinion, is an outright scam. And courses, oh God, y'all know how I feel about these courses. No. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.